It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. Who you on? I'm talking about. What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this Wanting Ways Wednesday? You say Want Ways Wednesday? What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it. But before we do that, we good people like hee hee ha ha, can in the pen. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep the head up, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get through these disclaimers. Worldwide INC, Worldwide Incorporated, Worldwide, man. They say what that mean, bro. How you mean everybody, man? And Dugu, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next, same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep the head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Let's get through these disclaimers. A good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug users, drug sellers, alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of the sippers. A good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. No, man, man. I don't promote shh. I say what, bro? Shh. All I promote is y'all go ahead do what you gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead do what you gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Because we just don't know how much of it we got, man. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced. No, man, good brother like myself, man, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. No, man, good brother like myself, man, I ain't got nothing against the little people. No, man, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. They was talking to me, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I don't quest, man. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace that joy and that love. What you say, bro? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? I ain't tired of come mess with a brother one time, man. What's good with the people, man? Oh, man, y'all hold on. I don't know how to pause this thing. What's good with the people one time? Let me see her brush them whiskers. We ain't on TV, man. You know what I'm talking about? I said, bro, what you doing? Oh, man, I got the tricks of the trade lighter today, man. You know what I'm talking about? Trick of the trade lighter today, man. You know what I'm talking about? But what's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this, Want Ways Wednesday? They say Want Ways Wednesday. What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we gonna get into it. Shout out to everybody who missed out. You know, dang. I see you, babe. I see you, babe. They say Want Ways. What you talking about, bro? Just that right there. That's one of the big old problems that we got right now. You know what I'm talking about? With the Want Ways. He said, bro, what you mean? That's one of the biggest problems we got right now. We do, bro, the Want Ways. Because a lot of us, that's the ways we got, bro. We just want shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like when you was little and your parents and shit, you used to want all that shit, and your parents wasn't, they knew motherfucking well that you wasn't finna, take care of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? You wanted all that shit, they wouldn't even buy it for you. You used to have to show your parents that you was responsible enough before you could get certain shit. This is how it used to work. It don't work like that no more. And that's why you see the shit it just does, bro, because no matter what kind of behavior a motherfucker, like you just get shit now. That's what y'all done taught. So it don't even matter about your behavior. I remember back in the day where you had to be doing good in school and shit to even get certain shit. Now motherfuckers ain't gotta be passing nothing, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody get the same shit. And that's why a lot of y'all grow up entitled the way you do, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because you've always gotten what you want, wanting ways. You know what I'm talking about? And when you couldn't get what you want, you set the game up to where you got what you want. You know what I'm talking about? So if you want ways, so if you did want something, you came over here and you wasn't able to get it, the tantrum that you would throw behind that, the guilty conscience that you would put on behind that, just your attitude that you would put on behind that made you so undesirable to be around. The shit it made so much ruckus that motherfuckers just placate you. Man, just take this. You know what I'm talking about? And that's the way that's the system you've been living off of for years. So that's why you be seeing people that do that. That's why when you see motherfuckers, you'll see a motherfucker, they'll be wrong as all outdoors. And you'll be like, bro, what the fuck is... That's why, bro, because all that shit is part of their game. You know what I'm talking about? They the motherfuckers that known to throw fits. And then if that shit don't work, they don't get their way with it. They gonna make it so undesirable for everybody else. They just gonna make so much noise and so much motherfucking racket and shit that is gonna make the whole situation uncomfortable. So motherfuckers just gonna come like, man, what we need to do to get this motherfucker just to calm down. And that's the game y'all been running. You know what I'm talking about? When you can't get your way, you get to acting crazy and shit. You get to get your way. Some straight out of the comic book, man. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what's up, old lady? You know what I'm talking about? That's just the game we've been playing. One ways. Because the way we fuck with it now, bro, I'm telling you, we just want shit. We'll just see something to say we want it. We don't even know if we want it or not. You know what I'm talking about? We'll just see something that, man, we something straight out of comic book. But that's why we tear up everything we get. That's why we fuck over everything that we get. Nigga, from possessions to people to it's everything, bro. That's why we fuck off everything we get. Y'all do people the same way y'all do toys. You'll get around a motherfucker that's really a toy you shouldn't even be playing with. Really, this toy right here, really out your league. You just lucked up and got it. You get what I'm saying? And you just fuck it off. You don't know how to play with it. So you just break it. You know what I'm talking about? Not even tripping. I ain't bullshitting with you, nigga. Wanting ways Wednesday. Bye. Yo, one ways Wednesday. So in turn, that's what ends up happening. You put up a big ass fuss about some shit acting like you want it, then as soon as you get it, you don't even take care of it. You tear it up, you break it, you don't want it no more. You know what I'm talking about? All that shit right there. It's just like the kids with them shoes and the video game systems and shit, you know what I'm talking about? They make so much of a big ass fuss about that shit. Then you get it for them, and it's like they don't even want to play with that shit. You get it for them and they tear it up and shit. You get it for them and you watch how they use you watch how they even doing the joysticks and shit. You watching how they handling this shit with no care. Like this shit just didn't cost $9,000 and all that shit. And you'll get something for somebody or you thought they wanted or whatever, bruh. And you'll give them that shit, bruh. And you'll watch how they handle that shit with no care at all. And that's just right there. One way is Wednesday. When you was little, that's why your parents wouldn't get you shit until you showed them that you was responsible enough to take care of that shit. That's why your parents didn't let you drive before it was time. That's why your parents didn't let you do nothing else, because they understood the responsibility that come with these cars and shit. You can't just get in the car and hit the gas and drive fast and all that old shit. I mean, you can, but it's more to a car than that. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just how we is as people, bro, one ways. Because we never, we don't even be prepared for the shit that we be coming across, bro. We just be wanting shit. You know what I'm talking about? We don't be prepared for that shit. We don't be ready to take care of that shit in the first, bro. You know what I'm talking about? We just be wanting some shit. I don't know if it's for the look or just because, I don't know why we be wanting shit. But we be wanting shit that we ain't gonna even take care of. We just be asking for shit. One way is Wednesday. And that's what happened to half the goddamn world. That's how you try to make yourself important and shit, famous and shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what happened with half the world. You know what I'm talking about? Because now you done seen Lil Boosie with something, you know what I'm talking about? So now you trying to compete with Lil Boosie. You get what I'm saying? So now you trying to do what Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and them was doing. You seeing people and you mimicking them. You get what I'm saying? You don't even want that shit now. You just seen this popular person have one, so you need one because you seen the popular person with one. You know what I'm talking about? So you trying to run around here and say you got something just like the popular person. You don't even say what you got. You know what I'm talking about? You describe the popular person first. You see, I got this thing just like Lil Boosie and them. You know what I'm talking about? And that makes you feel some kind of way in the real world because you got some of the same things as Lil Boosie and them. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas so straight out of comic book. Both ways, man. And that's just what happens. Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you. That's just what happens, bruh. Because we living in a world now, like I said, folks, people just want shit. You get what I'm saying? They ain't ready to take care of it. The shit that they be wanting, they ain't even, you know what I'm talking about, responsible enough to look after this shit. The shit they be wanting, they ain't even dedicated enough to keep this shit up. The shit they be wanting, they don't even have the attention span to pay attention to this shit like they need it. You know what I'm talking about? Because, like, man, like 75% of people, the way they think is like kids, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's like we want shit until we don't want it no more. Then we throw it away like the little boy on the Twilight Zone that was sending niggas to the cornfield, bro. We act just like that as adults. We act just like that as adults, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. And if we don't get our way, nigga, you don't do what we want to do, nigga, in a house full of people, we gonna send you to the cornfield. You know what I'm talking about? And that's how you stunt your growth, bro. Just another way. But that's why that's how you enable people, folks. Keep just buying something for a motherfucker. Just keep on giving them motherfuckers something when they don't deserve it. And watch what happens. You ain't gonna do nothing but make an entitled motherfucker. That's why half the world like this. That's why half the world just feel like they deserve something without doing nothing. They just look at shit and feel like that's what they need. Because all of us in our own head, you got yourself as that motherfucker, as you should. But if you got yourself as that motherfucker, you should be willing to put in that motherfucker work. And that's what we don't do. We just run around and we try to look good. Don't let us be attractive. Because then we going to run around and start saying face card and shit. Like, that's what that means. That just means you might be attractive. Face card, that ain't what face card mean. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, man, you talking about you got a face card, you can't even get us into Walmart. You know what I'm talking about? Matter of fact, your face card was the reason we couldn't get in Walmart because they remembered your face from stealing last time. So when we tried to get up in there, they wouldn't even let us up in there because of your face card. We some straight out comic books, bro. We just like to play these games to try to make it seem like we somewhere we not, somebody we not. You know what I'm talking about? Wanting ways. But I'm telling you, if you do that, whether it's a kid, a nigga, a bitch, bro, you don't reward somebody for bullshit. Cause it's gonna make them more confident about doing bullshit. That's just like a little kid. If a little kid can get away with anything they want to, bro, they don't feel like they gonna get in trouble. So they just gonna do more and more shit. That's the same way with people. And that's how y'all understand y'all growth up until this point right here, bro. Cause y'all been slicking, double talking, putting guilt trips and shit on people about getting your way. Kind of like a lot of you bitches did with marriage. Kind of like you bitches be doing with the vacations. Kind of like you niggas be doing with the bitches pussy. All that shit right there. Everybody got a guilt trip for the next motherfucker trying to make them feel bad to do something for them. You trying to fuck a bitch, the bitch talking about she don't want to fuck with you. You smacking your lip talking about, you gave Ted some. You know what I'm talking about? You doing all that old bullshit right there. Trying to put the guilt trip on the bitch. You know what I'm talking about? That's the game you use. Trying to make the bitch feel guilty about who else she gave some pussy to. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all operate like tricks now. Y'all be trying to buy a motherfucker's approval. You get what I'm saying? You be trying to buy a motherfucker's validation. You know what I'm talking about? You be trying to do, yeah, it's just weird, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You'll save more money just being yourself. Wanting ways. But that's how you get the enabling people, folks. You know what I'm talking about? That's how you get when you get to seeing people, you be like, it be seeming like you be doing hella shit and the motherfucker don't be respecting that shit. That's how you get to that point right there. Because there's no need a motherfucker to respect you when you gonna do anything anyway. You know what I'm talking about? When I don't have to do nothing to get what I want, I could just, my behavior doesn't require me to do anything special. I can walk around here and do whatever the fuck I want to and I can still get what I want. That just enables somebody. That just makes them more of who they is. You know what I'm talking about? They get anything anyway. One ways. But that's why a lot of times you see people get shit and just don't know how to take care of it, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You see people get just anything, possessions, nigga, people, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You just getting circles and shit. And when something new to you, you don't know how to handle that shit. That's why people don't know how to handle being responsible for what they did. Because they have lived the world as saying it wasn't them. You get what I'm saying? That's why when people are forced to be accountable for what they did, that shit is crazy. It's like they turn into the exorcists and shit. You know what I'm talking about? They be doing it because they just don't want to be wrong. So just imagine that you don't want to be wrong. So for the rest of your life, you right. It don't matter what happened because you don't want to be wrong. So for the next of your life, no matter what you get into, you gonna be right. So straight out of comic book. Mama saying blow your nose on camera. Come on. Sorry, mama. Top of the world, mama. Top of the world. It's your want ways Wednesday, bro. That's how you enable people. If you don't want ways, motherfucker, that's how you that's why you don't got no structure, no discipline to yourself. That's why everything haywire and shit like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because most people ain't even looking like for a fair exchange, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Most people not looking for a fair exchange. They not. Most people looking for the game. Most people looking on how to get over on you. You know what I'm talking about? Most people trying to figure out a way instead of just handling this business the way we supposed to handle this business and keep everything on the up and up. People be looking for the way to, I don't want to say cut you out the business, but people be looking for a way to get more than you instead of keeping the game clean. People start thinking other ways, bro. People start thinking about how they can get more than you. You know what I'm talking about? Even though the play supposed to be split even. People start, you know what I'm talking about? People start thinking weird, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. One ways. Because I just want shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's how y'all conduct be raggedy. That's why you don't be prepared even for the shit you get. That's why even when something do good happen for you, nigga, you don't know how to handle that shit. You know what I'm talking about? So you just fucked that off too. You do that shit just like you do everything else in life. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. I'm right there. If you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.